that I started out as a non-dancer. And when I started, I actually started leading instead of following. And that's not because I had a passion for leading. That's simply because spinning was motherfucking hard for me. And then one day in one of Jeff and Robin's class, I remember spinning hara, just one spin. And that one spin felt so good. And I felt so empowered. And Jeff has always encouraged each and every of his students to express new style hustle in their own personal way. And he encouraged me to be a leader. He was like, well, there are really no female leaders. Why don't you just work on your lead? Then you'll have the chance to like make something that's really your own. And I did. And at the beginning, I actually got some shade because it wasn't really seen that like females would be leaders. So this day, I think in New York, out of all the competitions from 2015 on to this current last year's worldwide competition, I'm like the only female that entered as a lead. However, in this time, I have seen how the approach to leading has changed. Personally, I think it had to do with breaking barriers in defining roles based on genders, right? Because at the beginning, girls were like, oh, I'd rather dance with the guys, sorry, you know? And then maybe like 3-4 years later, girls were coming up to me asking me to dance with them. Oh, can you lead me? Oh, can you lead me? And that feels great to be able to connect. And I think at some point there was this transition where, you know, it became okay for people, for like a guy to dance as a follower if he was dancing with me, because it's still like a girl-guy situation, right? And then guys started following. And then guys were like leading each other. Girls started leading each other. More and more I've seen it happen in New York and like the 6 years of classes that I've taken with Jeff and across the globe as well. It really makes me very happy.
What do you prefer? You prefer to be a leader or a follower?
Both. I love switching roles. I love being able to do both roles with somebody because then you're able to see both sides of the story and you're able to express different aspects with the same person, with the leading and the following. You get so creative because it's not only like your creativity in your styling as a leader or in your styling as a follower, but it's also how many creative ways can you find to switch roles. Some of these role switches, when you really get into it, they're subtle. And they're all based on, oh, you know, I'm seeing your eye, I'm feeling the pressure in your hand. Yeah, there's an understanding between two people exactly to connect and to move, you know, as one in different ways. When you learn both roles, it helps you understand the other person's perspective in both ways, like as a follower and as a leader. And so you learn how much even little gestures, how much the pressure of a hand or of an arm can indicate something more than just move. It can indicate, wait, move and also take over, your turn. There's something very, very fun about that, for sure.